This is the thatrcguy42. This is my axial Basecamp 3. It's just basically a stock axial Basecamp, and it's got Hyrax wheels and tires. And then on the inside of the tire, it has 3D printed foams. And then on the inside of the tire, it has really heavy wheel weights. If you can see that inside there, it's got really heavy wheel weights on the inside. So we're on a 2S LiPo battery. We got a Hobby Wing 3600 kV motor and a Sidewinder 4 with XT60 connectors. Basically, your run-of-the-mill setup. Same setup I put in all my RC cars. So what I want to show you guys today is, obviously this is an RC rock crawler, and this is my spot right here. So it starts over there. They're actually doing construction over there, so I don't know that we're really supposed to be here, but whatever. So it starts over there, and then goes all the way to over there. And then right in the middle right there, there's a water crossing. And then it comes to this side over here. And then there's this side over here. What I like to do is I start over here. And then I come through all the way over here. And then I go through the water crossing and then crawl back over onto this side over here. And that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna get this turned on, and I'm gonna put it over here, and we'll start over here, and I'll set up the camera so you guys can see. I mean, these Hyrax tires, they'll just about crawl up anything. See, now we're high centered. So we'll just back up a little bit. Oh God. Yeah, you can just hear that body hanging up. Not the most graceful way to get over that, but I'm gonna drop down into the waterfall right there. If you can see that water running. And then I'm gonna make it up over to that side over there. And then we'll crawl through that. And then we'll end up over by the bridge. And then I'm parked right over there. I really need to come out here with like some fucking tools and chop down all this freaking brush and shit that's everywhere. So now we're entering the water crossing. I don't know if you can tell how steep that is, but we're gonna try and get up that. So we're gonna take this line right here. See, you don't really like to get these Hyraxes wet. They don't really... There we go. Like I was saying, they don't really like to get wet. So we're gonna come up through this middle section right here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn here. And then come up over here. So if you have more of a comp rig, another good line right here is you start at the bottom down there. I mean, you come up through here and then you go all the way up and you go on the outside right here. So what we're gonna do Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make this line right here. Oh, God. So the line that I'm running right now, this is kind of just like a, kind of like more of a beginner line. Pretty easy deal. So I'm gonna try and shoot right through the middle of that. So if you turn too far right when you go through the middle of this rock right here, there's a hole right there. And we get stuck in that hole. I'm trying to get my front tire, if you can see that. I'm trying to get my front tire on this rock right here. That way I can turn and then I'll be ready to go up this flat section. Hey, there we go. So I'm gonna back up a little bit, and then out of the box, the 10.3, it doesn't really turn very good to the left. Look at how much right it has, and then look at how much left it has. So after watching a couple videos on this rig, there's a couple upgrades you can do for the steering arms, and you can make it turn left a lot more. So what I'm gonna do is where that yellow is at, I'm gonna go through there, I'm gonna turn in, and then we're just slowly gonna follow to the side of that bridge over there. Then we're gonna come back down, and then, you know, we'll probably run through the bottom of here and then cross back over. So I'm gonna go up on that rock, back up. Not very graceful, but we made it through there. So we're gonna crawl through here, and then we'll stop right there. We're gonna try and take kind of an easier line right here. Oh no. Yeah, again, we're probably gonna try and shoot for an easier line here. This stuff at the bottom down here is kind of big. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and turn and hit that big rock right there. Then I'm gonna shoot for the middle, and I'm gonna try and drive up those two big rocks right there. So we're gonna straighten it out. I mean, you can just hear that body rubbing. All right, there we go. All right, now that we're in the middle of those rocks, this should be easy. So we're just gonna climb right up these two rocks right here. And then we're gonna go to the left. And then we'll turn back. A little bit of reverse. And then we're gonna go through here, turn back. All right. Now we're back on a little bit easier terrain. Flexing. All right, so we're gonna try to get up on top of that rock right there. And then we're just gonna keep driving through. Oh my. All right, so we'll restart on this rock right here. All right, so kind of back on some easy stuff right here. I said that before, and then we flipped the truck over. I'm gonna try and go up this big rock right here. Too easy. So I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna shoot for this side over here and try and get back down to the water crossing. Oh no! Oh. All right, so we're gonna come through here, get all hung up. Now that we came through there, we're gonna go over here. Get this deal turned around. I'm honestly surprised we haven't killed a battery yet. We're about 30 minutes into crawling here. And I had this truck out at the gathering place. That's another spot I'll show you in another video. But I was out at the gathering place drinking beer and playing with RC cars for about 2 hours. And I had the truck running the whole time. And we're still on the same battery, so we're just gonna ascend down here. And now we're back into the water crossing. So what happened out here is, this is what I call the concrete plant. And what they did was, when they had loads of concrete that would that they didn't have anything to do with it, they poured it out here. If they had a truck that they didn't use everything, they just poured it out here. And it made all these rocks. And by mistake, they made a pretty badass crawler course, honestly. So we're about to go back through the water crossing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot for the middle of those two rocks right there. And then we're gonna come back up. That didn't. So I'm gonna try and get over this rock right here without it sliding my truck off of it. There we go. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, so we'll kick that back over. So I'm gonna try to go up right here. Alright, I'm just gonna try and take this middle line right here. I mean, this isn't like the most gnarly course ever, but this is literally right by my house. And it's fun to just come out here, like, and try out whatever you got going on with your rig. I mean, there's definitely sections like in here where there's some like real gnarly stuff that you could get into. But it's cool, it has two sides. It's got a water crossing. I'm gonna come out here with some spray paint eventually, and I'm gonna mark all the lines that I like to do. So let's see if we can make it back to the trailer. Oh. So there's like two lines you can do right here. You can go over these big rocks right here, or you can take this line right here and come around. I'm gonna go over this big rock right here. So I'm gonna try and turn it, and yep, we did it. Now, if you're thinking, oh man, he crawled all over this thing, this wasn't really much of a challenge out here. I'll post another video of trying to do this on stock tires. These Hyraxes, they make or break a truck. I mean, they're kind of expensive. But on stock tires, this thing wouldn't even have made it to the water crossing. Hey, what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go down this bottom side right here and show you guys this bottom side. So we're gonna come down here. get turned around. Huh, I must have already been down here. I can see my tire tracks. So we're gonna go through the mud right there a little bit. And then we're gonna go through here, through the mud again. And then we're gonna shoot in between this rock right here. We'll come up. So I'm gonna try a different line right here. I'm gonna pass through here. And I'm gonna try and come up through these rocks right here. So we're gonna come up through here. Oh. So you see, once you get pretty good at rock crawling, you'll be able to flip the vehicle over just with the throttle. So we're gonna come through here. Oh, hung up in the grass. What? We'll give her some horsepower. Yeah, that did it. All right, guys. So we're back over here at the trailer. Hey, we made it. So anyways, we're coming up on about 40 minutes. I'm gonna try and cut this down a little bit. More watchable video, but there it is. After 40 minutes of wheeling, I didn't even get into my spare battery. But that's the axial Basecamp 3. I believe they call it the 10-3. And that's the spot right there. We just crawled all over this damn thing. I'm not really sure what they're doing over here. The last time I came out here, all this construction stuff, it wasn't out here. Maybe they're expanding or something. But yeah, this is my spot. That's my truck. That's my car. And this is the spot that I call the concrete plant. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for future videos. thatrcguy42, check it out.